You're saying everybody had the same right of refusal that like the Israelites had, and I'm thinking that's not because by your own life, but by your own life, listen, by your own life, all the prophets came through that specific line. Now it seems like, right, on the theory that God has struck this covenant with Abraham and said, listen, your children are going to be my chosen people. This is what he said, right? Now that seems very discriminatory from my perspective. But you want to say like, no, it's fair.
It's fair.
Okay, it seems okay, but how is it fair? Because if we all have free will, and some kids grow up in different cultures, like for instance, like we can analogize it to maybe like systemic issues of racism in like America and stuff. Like if everybody doesn't have the same opportunity, for instance, like if some people are come from like impoverished backgrounds and so on and so forth, like clearly we can't judge them all the same. We can't say the kid who was like born in this like really impoverished area or something. We can't compare him to like I don't know the kid who was born in some really affluent area and went to a prep school and blah 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 blah. It's like it'd be unfair to like let's say compare the like for like comparison with their grades, right? Because one has like a completely different set of circumstances.
You're comparing the God who knows his people to the everyday man. And you can see the stories where he told Israel. Let me just say this last thing. Let me just say this last thing.
How do you think you're going to understand it?
I know what you're saying.
We have a fundamental disagreement.
You're not. I don't think you're not listening to me. I don't think you're processing that Abraham was told that if the other nations, and the other nations being any other nation that wasn't of Israel, or wasn't in his seed, directly in his seed, were to bless his nation, he would bless them. So they had the ability to be blessed.
You can forgive somebody for not being as convicted in their belief in Yahweh if they don't have a prophet that comes from their literal tribe. If their culture isn't geared towards veneration. Hold on, listen.
They had the access.
Stop and listen for a second.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay, I'm saying, obviously, if you're just born in Israelite culture, it's like, you're witnessed, you're afforded the opportunity to witness miracles, and you see, Moses parting the sea and whatever else. It's like, okay, it's a lot easier for you. The barrier there, right? It's a lot easier for you to pass, right? When it comes to belief. It's like it's easier for you to believe that, okay, this is the creator of the universe, and he has blessed my people, yada, yada, yada. Okay, it's going to be a lot harder, especially when there's like, I don't know, different kind of political interests and agendas and stuff, and that's being dictated to you by the leaders of your tribe. I'm speaking about the non-Israelites here. It's a lot harder for you to believe. You know what would make it a lot easier? If there was an even distribution of profit amongst all of these fucking tribes. Then it would be a lot fairer. Now we know why there wasn't an even distribution. Because God said, I've chosen you, my friend. As soon as you believe in free will, given that like everyone, presumably I think you believe, well, maybe not the cursed tribes, but you think the non-cursed tribes are kind of like born with somewhat of a blank slate, right? They're not necessarily like inherently evil people or something.
Well, here's
and
one
thing. It seems a little bit unfair. They said, I've just chosen you and all your descendants, and you get the message first before anybody else.
Yeah, and that's how we're processing and parsing out what it means to be a chosen person. Like, we take that to mean something way more than it is. So what it says is that I will curse those, I will bless those who bless you, I will curse those who curse you. And then it goes on to say, all nations on earth will be blessed because of you. So
there you go.
So Abraham literally, the script is saying all the nations on earth will be blessed because of you. So yes, there is a part of the narrative that, God is creating people to be a light to the rest of the world. But that doesn't mean that there isn't a narrative to reconcile them, to God.
Happy Friday, everybody. I encourage you to delete the app. Get out of this room. Andrew has traumatic brain injury. Timothy is a fucking moron. Don't stop fucking talking.
All right, I'm going into the station for a little bit.
It's accurate.
No, put it back.
Yeah, just to add to the discussion. I think it is fair that God, what he did, everything is fair from beginning to end. Because if you look at the Israelites, even when they got the law, they were still sinning, right? So just because they got the prophets doesn't mean that it, makes them any better than the average human being. They saw the miracles and they still decided to sin, right? They still made God angry. And the reason why God has to be very selective with what he does is because he's a holy God. He doesn't like...
He's a holy God.
So he doesn't like imperfection, right? So for him to even be in your presence as a human being, we have to go through the steps, right? Because God is so perfect and so holy, he's not going to stand just imperfection, like I said earlier. So again, that being said, that's why he had to go the way he did. He had to take the Israelites through the steps. He had to give them the laws. He had to cleanse them. And even through all that, they still messed up. They still kept sinning. And that's why God, unfortunately, had to unalive a lot of them in the wilderness, right? Because they weren't perfect. Now, imagine if God just dealt with every human being. He would have to wipe them out, basically. Because it's like...
something perfect creates something imperfect.
How can something perfect create something
Free
imperfect?
choice.
Well, so wait. Okay, so God created human beings, right, for his own pleasure, right?
Go on.
So for his own pleasure, he created beings that had the choice to follow him, which means you're doing good. If you follow God and serve God, you're doing good. If you don't follow him, you're doing evil. So he created those beings for his own pleasure, to have the pleasure of a relationship with beings that choose him based on their own volition and not being compulsed or forced to do it. So again, a perfect being. So the point is, a perfect being, okay, can create something for its own purpose, and his purpose was for relationship, for communion, and togetherness, right?
Right,
and that has to be free choice.
He knew everyone wouldn't pick him, though.
Well, he knew that's the point. He created creatures that could choose.
Right. So there was some benefit to him to have them choose him. So like you said, God doesn't want to create automatons. He doesn't want to create robots. So for some reason, it was good for God to create people with choice. So there's really nothing wrong with us not choosing him, because that's what we were made to do.
No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Okay,
he created us.
Everybody's made to choose him. Why wouldn't he just make us that way?
It's the wickedness that's the problem.
Wait. So again, so God created beings that, were supposed to be automatons. Those are angels. They serve him. They're in heaven. They do what they got to do, right? Human beings are a different creation. So again, he created us for his pleasure. Now, to say that, we should be allowed to just, it'll be okay for us to not choose him. No, there's consequences to choices, right? Because God, at the end of the day, he's also a judge. He's going to judge what's good and what's bad.
But the pleasure that he gets is from us freely choosing him, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he does not get any pleasure when we don't freely choose him.
No, he doesn't. He hates that.
So God is so perfect that he creates things that he doesn't want to have happen.
That's not how it works, brother.
Well, I'm asking you.
Because number one,
you say he wants us to choose him, but he also gave us the free will to not choose him. So which one does he want to have happen?
So for example, right? So let's say you're a man, you love a woman, right? Okay, now you love a woman. So would it feel right for you if she doesn't love you back and she's forced to be with you and you're almost forcing yourself upon her? Would that give you pleasure if you really loved a woman to force yourself upon her and not have her freely come to you and say, hey, I want to spend time with you, I want to be with you? Which one would give you more pleasure? To force her, or to just have her come to you based on her choosing you? Which one would you prefer?
For me personally, I would prefer to feel like that someone was choosing me.
Okay. It depends on the second nigga you are.
In this realm, grape exists. So grape is the opposite of that. And grape is allowed by this perfect God. So if this God, grape, everything that happens, God is allowing to happen. Unless we're just going to. Okay. And everything that happens serves God, and God is perfect.
No. Not everything that happens serves God. No, that's not how it works.
Well, what happens that does not serve God?
What happens that does not serve God? Well, you being evil and doing wickedness, it doesn't serve God.
Well, it does serve him because he gave me the free will, and he gets. See, this is you can't have it both ways. If he gets pleasure,
I enjoyed that so much. There's much to it.
Yeah, the wizards are there. Yeah, definitely going to start some of them moves against you. But thanks for having me, Lightbearer, because I am so tired now. I've been up all day. Let's go catch some sleep.
No problem. Enjoy. your arrest. I'm very glad that you came. I wasn't sure if you would respond to the ping, so I'm very glad, nice smile on my face when I saw you, because I remembered being on the road. That was what I was doing. I was driving at the time, and that really fulfilled.
We were adjacent to the land.
You were not in that land, according to your scripture. God told you to go.
Now you want to go to... Are you switching now from history to religion now? You want to switch?
Actually, that's the only reference we got to that area. Like,
there's also history. There's more things. There's Torah and there's history. Torah is a religious document and our laws. So you're welcome to consider either one.
I'm actually trying to investigate your claim that all Jews are indigenous. Like this is the talking point right now. This is the talking point. Because we do. Well, it's just our history. It's our reality. Because according to the Torah, Jews are not indigenous to Palestine.
What did God tell us? It's in your book as well. What did He say?
Okay, can you go ahead? Tell me, what did God tell us about it?
I give you this land to you and
your okay. So on religious basis,
you want to defy the word of God? I don't recommend that.
Okay, I know you're threatening me, but we are having a discussion right now.
I'm not threatening you.
Okay.
I asked you if you want to defy the word of God.
I would like to defy your words, your explanation.
Okay. My words are unimportant. My words are unimportant. I'm quoting to
because
you.
I don't know why you're deflecting from the talking point.
I'm not deflecting.
Okay,
I'm quoting your book.
I'm being honest with you, bro.
I'm trying to your Quran. Do you defy your Quran?
No, I don't defy my Quran.
Or do you submit
I don't defy. I'm trying.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're not letting me talk. That tells a lot about you. If you're not going to let me talk, that tells a lot about you. Because you said that.
Well, you're telling me a lot about
you literally said that all Jews. You literally said all Jews are indigenous to.
That's correct. To Israel.
Okay.
No, not to Palestine. Not to Palestine. To Israel.
Let me finish, bro.
You misquoted me. I never said the word Palestine. I said Israel. I'll say it again. All Jews are indigenous to Israel. That's what I said. Did you heard me?
And then I challenged you on what basis? I challenged you on what basis?
Because we are from there.
You said, okay, I'm just asking you.
Okay,
so you said you could. You said on the basis. Let me finish my question. You said on the basis that God told us go to that.
Only when you brought up the Torah.
So listen. So according to your if God told you to go there, you are not indigenous.
No, I didn't say that's not what I said, sir.
God gave it to you. You said your God gave it to you, but you're not indigenous because indigenous means it's your land. You have to.
You're not listening very well. You're gonna have to.
Okay, explain it to me. Explain how indigenous means that God gave it to you.
Okay. Indigenous means we are from there. Our right to be there comes from two sources. Number one, from God, and number two, from the law. Israeli law. So if you are a religious man, I hope you abide by the word of God. The name of this room is Islamic philosophy. I'm assuming you're a Muslim. Your book tells you who we are. We are your cousin. Don't interrupt, sir. Sir, you're telling me a lot about yourself. Don't interrupt. We are your cousins through the Father. In Arabic. We are the people of the book in Arabic. You know very well that your book very closely parallels ours. Ours is 2,000 years older than yours. You know very well that Israel is our land. Right?
Did you finish, sir?
I asked you.
Apparently, Pakistan has launched 11 different drone strike attacks across India.
Can I express my opinion now?
I asked you a question first.
I don't answer you. I would like to express my opinion about what the things you said. I don't like.
But does it say in your book that Israel is our land, sir?
No.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
I'm saying you said you are indigenous, and you said.
Excuse me, sir. Does it say in your book that God gave us? Sir, you're changing the subject. Sir, you're changing the subject.
This is the subject. The subject is what rights you have in Palestine. You don't have a right there. You don't have a right there.
Say in your holy Quran.
If you are not indigenous, God told you to go there. You are not indigenous.
I didn't say that, sir. I said God said this.
Could you look up on dictionary? Can we use the dictionary as you used it to define Zionism? Let's be fair here. Let's learn to be fair. Can you use the dictionary?
You want to change the subject?
No, I'm not changing.
Okay, why would I answer your questions if you won't answer mine?
The subject is about what rights you have in Palestine.
Wait a second. I'm not talking about Palestine. I'm talking about Israel. We're not talking about
Palestine. It's the same thing. We're talking about the same thing.
It's not the same thing. Zionism, which is the title of your room, is the right of the Jews to live in our homeland.
What is the dictionary definition of indigenous?
You're telling me a lot of yourself, sir.
Listen,
you're telling me a lot about yourself.
Listen,
my cousin,
my cousin,
listen to my cousin to the father. Sir, it says in your book that Israel is our land, doesn't it?
It doesn't say it.
It doesn't say that? So you need me to pull it up in the Quran?
Yes, go ahead. Your own book? Yes, yep.
You want me to read you your book? Okay. Let's Google it together, sir. Where? I'm going to Google Quran, the meaning of the word indigenous.
Okay, go ahead.
Where in the Holy Quran does it say that God gave Israel to the Jews? Okay? We'll look it up in your book. Then we can look it up in mine if you wish. It's coming up
according to the Oxford Dictionary, indigenous mean
so I'm reading to you.
According naturally, inhabiting or existing
I'm reading to you from the Quran. Wait, let's finish the last subject before you change it.
That doesn't fit your explanation.
So wait a second. Surah 10:93. Jonah. Listen to what it says in your book. We had settled the children of Israel in a pleasant dwelling place and provided for them sustenance of the best. What are we talking about? The Jews in the land of Israel. Who are B'nai Yisrael, sir?
Yeah, but God sent you there, and you sent there. It's not your indigenous.
So you're changing the subject. So you do not deny. Do we agree that God gives us the land?
No, but God sent you there.
I just read it to you from Surah. Hang on, Surah 17.
Do you want me to explain it to you?
Surah 10:93. Now
it doesn't. Your interpretation of the surah is wrong.
Sir, let's look at. Wait a second. I read you the Quran incorrectly?
No, you need to interpret.
I read you the Quran correctly.
You need to explain the Quran.
Your book and my book agree.
How do you understand? How do you understand this ayah? This is my question. How do you understand it?
The surah?
How do you understand it? How do you understand that God gave you this land?
It says it in your book.
No, it doesn't say it like that. It doesn't say God gave you. God sent you there. God sent you there. It doesn't give you.
It doesn't say that, sir. Now let's talk about indigenous. What does indigenous mean? I looked it up, okay?
Okay, look it up in the Oxford Dictionary. Does it mean that God give you a land? You are indigenous to that land?
I gave you two ways. Now you're
okay, good. Tell me what was the theist?
Now you're
how does a theist? How does a reasoning based on theism explain indigenous? Go ahead, tell me.
Say that again.
How does you have your reasoning is based on theism? You said God gave you this.
No,
explain how does that.
There are two ways in which we have a right to live in our homeland. One is theological. In your book and mine, and one is political. That is that under the law of Israel, every Jew in the world, this is our law, has a home in Israel. What does the dictionary say about indigeneity?
Yeah.
Inhabiting or existing in a land from the earliest times or from before the arrival of colonists.
Others, before others are there. If
What's
other
that?
people...
That's not what it says in the definition, sir.
before the arriving colonizers. That's what it means. Other
Right.
people, colonizers are
Right.
other
So
people.
the colonizers were the Arabs.
You are the colonizer because
No,
God
sir.
sent you.
No,
There were
the
people
Arabs come.
No.
What? 1,000 years later, sir.
when
The
God
Arabs
sent you,
arrived
when
1,000
your
years later.
God sent
So
you,
who
when your
did?
God sent
So, sir, who do you think are the original people?
it
sir?
is impossible. It is impossible.
Who
to
are
know.
the original people, sir?
The Phoenix actually lived there.
The Phoenicians? They're gone, sir.
Yeah,
Who
the
else?
Phoenicians lived
The
there.
Phoenicians
many
are
of them-
gone,
many of them-
sir.
Many of their descendants are still there.
Sir,
Actually, many in Lebanon,
there's no
in Syria,
more
you are killing them.
Phoenicians.
You are bombing
Sir,
them.
there's no more Phoenicians, sir.
No,
there
they
are no more
assimilated with the
Phoenicians on
Arabian culture. Listen, they assimilated with the
The
Arabian
Phoenicians are
assimilated
long
with the Arabian
gone,
culture.
sir.
No,
So
they
if you look
didn't.
up-
They
let's look up
assimilated
Phoenicians
with the
in the
Arabian.
dictionary. Listen, I'll read to you. Hang on, I'm going to look it up for you in the dictionary so you understand. Phoenician, person who inhabited one of the city-states of ancient Phoenicia, such as Byblos, Sidon, Tyre, or Beirut. Right?
That's
Nothing to do with Israel. Nothing to do with Israel.
Hello, Zinabad. Can you put me in your queue, please?
They were the indigenous people of this land. The indigenous people.
Sir.
This is the indigenous people.
Did I read it to you again?
Oh my God.
Phoenicians, person who inhabited one of the city-states of ancient Phoenicia, such as Byblos, Sidon, Tyre, or Beirut. Sir, that is nothing to do
El
with
Normo, you're like a Shabbos pit bull. Just let go of the bone, El Normo. Let go of the bone.
You're in sir. Are any of those cities in Israel, sir?
Actually, they were in Palestine too. They were like
Sir, again, this is a question. Is Byblos in Israel, sir?
No, Byblos is not in Iraq, but actually Jordan, modern day Palestine, they were there.
Sir? So none of these are in Israel, are they? And there were none in Israel.
They were Phoenician civilization extended to Palestine.
I think we've established that the Jews.
We didn't establish. They were not indigenous. They were
Who was there before them, sir?
We don't
Who was there before? Sir.
Are you saying? Are you claiming?
Who was there before them?
Oh my God! This is
Sir, if somebody is someplace for 2,000 years, does it make them indigenous? Yes.
Okay, but they were not alone in that place.
Okay. Nobody said we were alone.
Exactly.
Never said that.
Arabs have but you left and Arabs stayed there like for another 2,000. I don't know why Arabs cannot be indigenous too to that land.
I have no question. I am not
by that reasoning.
Arabs.
Actually,
hang on. Even though Arabs are colonists, I am comfortable with them being there.
But you are a colonizer too. God sent you to colonize the land.
Sir, no, we were there first.
God told you to fight. God told you to fight. Fight who? God told you to fight. Go fight. Go fight there. Fight who? Could you explain it to me? Didn't you? God told you to fight there. Fight who? There were no people there. How can God order you to fight? How can God order you to fight, bro?
Sir, you're all over them.
If there were no people there, how can God ask you to go fight there? You are actually very not honest here. I don't like that. Hypocrite. How can God give you a land with no people until you go fight? I don't get it.
You know, see, from my perspective, I think you're both insane and neurotic, and there's a failure to communicate, though. I understand your position, but I have to side with El Normo because the history shows that Israel was real historically, and it was Jewish. So I don't understand why you think a Jewish country isn't, viable or there. I mean, it's right there. I've been to Israel. You get off the bus and you're like, oh shit, it's a bunch of Jews. Everybody's Jewish.
Yeah.
So your problem is you can't accept reality, and you are trying to bend reality to your will. But El Normo is fully accepting of the reality, and you're not. So this is why you created the room. It's a you problem.
No, I have no problem accepting the reality, but he's not we're not talking about that. I know that Israel exists today. Nobody said it doesn't exist. But he said that people were indigenous to that land. I asked him, by what?
It's an index. It's a bell-shaped curve. Don't you know statistics? Every fucking population is a bell-shaped curve. There's certain majorities.
Yeah, but this is a long, this is a long story.
It's not a long story. There's only the now. Otherwise, you're a history hypnotist, and they don't get laid, and they got no money, and they're losers. They're history hypnotists. Go to your average history teacher. It's a loser sitting in a classroom trying to teach some people shit when all they got to do is read the book. I don't need you to teach me anything. I don't need you to lecture me on anything. I can just read a fucking book. There's not enough time for all this shit. You know, this room, all these rooms, they're all just like entertainment. It's short-term dopamine. There's no real education. It's just entertainment.
Yeah, but no was like.
Yeah, so
I could hear myself in your mind. Hello, Batman. Hello.
Hi, Zindabad. How are you, man?
How are you, friend? You have Einstein?
Come on. Yeah, I'm a student of physics, and therefore I put my photo.
Wow, I actually. Yeah,
Oh, that's really great. Yeah. So what is?
I saw your date on Clubhouse. I'm from the 24th of February. Also 2021, but I came here and I never left. And let me see when I was. Yeah, one day before you, 24. I saw you the day when you joined the Clubhouse in February 25.
When do you check? Where do you check that? I'm just curious.
Oh, click on your profile. And then you go, oh, wait a minute, I'm on Club Deck. On Club Deck, you have the old format that you can see.
Like a Mediterranean. I don't know if they.
It's a hot Mediterranean cousin.
Yeah.
It's closed. Oasis. Okay, so they do chicken shawarma with garlic and pickle, mixed grill, falafel, vegetarian. Oh no, I don't know. What do you like eating?
I'm wanting a chicken kebab.
I just search chicken kebab. Chicken kebab.
Get the shawarma with the pickle and get a falafel sandwich. You're good to go.
I don't want to eat bread.
This girl's a healthy girl.
Then go to the gym, fatty.
Shut the fuck up. Don't call her fat. She's not fat.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, why do people go to the gym? They go to the gym so they can eat, good food. I'm not saying eat chocolate cake for dinner.
For dinner? I think you need to lay off the chocolate cake, honey.
I just had some delicious chicken and pizza, and I had a good workout. So, this fatty is feeling great. I'm sitting in the sun.
Ladies.
I think I'm going to come.
He's recording.
Oh, he records?
Yeah, he live streams.
I'm a YouTube live streamer. I've got big ambitions in life.
Free Kashmir, free Congo, free everywhere.
Free Kashmir, free Congo, and free Palestine. Jesus, you're like an Islamic fucking revolutionary. What the fuck?
Are you fucking dumb? I stand for humanity, cunt.
I'm saying, you're asking for regime change, and all we're asking for is no more terrorism. Don't kill people, stupid. Yeah, don't kill innocent people. We can agree on that at least. Thank God.
Shut up screaming, you loud voice.
I'm just saying, I'm just asking a question.
Would you want a lamb kebab, a beef kebab, or kofta kebab?
Kofta, I don't know. Whichever one smells the best.
Do you want it with salad and rice or salad and fries?
Get the Arabic salad.
The salad and I guess I don't want to eat rice, but I guess I'll take the rice.
Just get the spicy hummus.
Do you have should I get some
and ask? You gotta ask for an extra pita. You know you're gonna need it.
Would you like some tabbouleh? Yeah, that's a type of that for the salad. Yeah. Do you want some falafel? No, that's too much. Do you want some baklava? No. What drink do you want? Mango juice, soda, Arabic tea, Arabic coffee, American coffee, hot tea.
We gotta be air fried. It could air fried.
What up, everybody? Happy birthday, Dr. Jasmine. Wishing you a happy birthday wherever you are. I'm sure you're doing something for your birthday. Eating some cake, drinking some Hennessy and Courvoisier on the box, smoking a blunt, having a good old time. I'm sure Dr. Jasmine's having a good old time on her birthday. It's your birthday, boo. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. What's up, little Haiti? You got a chicken drumstick stuck in your fucking throat?
You? You got dick in your throat?
I can't hear you. You got something in your throat.
It's like you always got something in yours. I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Hello? Hello? This is Dr. Jasmine's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jasmine. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Hello?
Look, don't ever play with me. I don't play that shit. I'm big on my privacy. My father, my mother, my kids don't play. I don't play like that. I don't play like that.
Man, why they kicking me? Who kicked me from the room? Stop with this fake content. This is a hypnosis. This isn't even real. Who kicked me from the room? They kicked me from the room. We're gonna go back. Oh, did Zionism is the problem then? Yeah, that shit was weak.
I think am I gonna do that? What laws am I?
How do I share this with you so you know that you've got it?
That don't even make sense, bro. I say I was gone.
How much did you make?
I only took a couple roads, but like I'm getting permits and stuff like that, so like.
There's like upper management in the company, right? I do a job for a wage plus quarterly commissions, whatever I do. I get to travel a lot. It's quite a good job. You know, I get to see a lot of the places in the world. I speak to a lot of interesting people all over the world every day. But in an ideal world, maybe at some point, I wouldn't have somebody above me telling me what to do, you know, like, and that's kind of what I'm working for. As much as, what are you laughing at, Tasha? What's so funny? This is exactly why I mean, like,
you're a whore. You sell your booty for money, traveling the world, getting told what I do. What's your fee?
The garden is where all this spirituality is being closely connected to.
This is Dr. Andrew's brain rot room.
That is a spiritual death, and now he's just there to suffer due to life.
Okay. So I mean, yes, there's sin nature, and because again, we all have to agree on definition to be able to communicate with each other. So yes, maybe I'll take that out.
Because
brain rot. fully rotted out brains.
Don't say Jesus was born in the same nation. You got to say Mary was, and so it's not we can't go there. You only sin when you break the law, statutes, and commandments that God tells you to do.
Fully rotted brains.
He only sinned when he went against what God told him to do. So no one's born with a baby who's born into this life has not committed a sin because the baby has not broke a law, statute, or commandment. So we have to be very careful when we say stuff like that.
If you're the writer of the whole play and you know what's going to happen, but you only give every day the actors just a page for that day.
Did you figure out whether or not Zionism is bad, or are you bad? Which one is it? Hello? Zinabad is the bad one. You're the bad one. Zionism not the problem. You're the fucking problem, mate. Zinabad is the problem. We figured this one out very quickly. Nice try, though. Nice try, Zinabad. Good work. You're getting better. You're getting there, Zinabad. You're very close to unfucking yourself. Imagine if you created this room 100 times. Zionism is bad. Prove me wrong. Every single time you'd still have the same problems. Nothing would change. So therefore, you're the problem. It's not Zionism. It's you. You're the problem. Hello?
I don't think you can.
This app is really fucked up. This barely works. So I gotta figure out, what am I gonna do the rest of the night? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got things I gotta do.
Why I ask is because wait a minute, somebody in the stage. Hello, Doge Maga. You was here.
Doge Maga.
Yeah, the invitation. Welcome to the stage. So, yeah, and the labels are the things that maybe today, because everybody is thinking that they know best or better, and then you try to keep up with the people, and at the end you go like, wait a minute, I'm here for me. And nobody's going to tell me what to do if I know which direction I want to go. People can always like maybe have a direction or something, but not time.
But I've been offered another job. I don't know when I'll start it. So yeah, I don't know if I should take it or not. I think I might.
Don't count your chickens till they hatch. 2 hens in a bush with a hand is better than no chickens at all.
Oh, lady,
This is the guy that always calls me catfish.
You are a catfish. I've seen your photo in the elevator shaft. You don't look anything like your PTR. That's from 10 fucking years ago. You're all rotted out.
You need to go wash your hands and then go wash your ass.
I've seen your hair. It's all fucked up. You're old. You look like a 90-year-old woman crouched over.
Even if she looks like that, she looks better.
You're a liar. You don't go to the fucking gym.
You're so ashamed of what you look like. You've got a mask on, and you still don't look good. I can still see the muck on your fingers. Go scrub them, you can. Anyway, Professor, I will catch you in a bit. Love you and leave you. Love you.
Why does it put you in the audience whenever you finish?
Ow.
Whenever you leave?
I have no idea.
Hey, Danny, good Shabbos. What are you and the husband doing tonight? Are you lighting some candles and davening?
No, because he works every Friday.
Oh, no. Then you got to do an extra Shabbos.
Yeah. But I used to have to work on Fridays, too.
Well, the slaves will serve. Get to work.
Are you having a trailer? You don't live in a trailer.
Get off a clown house and get back to work.
Why is it so freaking loud? Oh my gosh.
Zinabad, why is Zionism the problem?
But yeah.
Happy Friday, Observer! The Observer kicked me.
Like 2-3 weeks, fresh out. You feel me? I went again. And that shit is not. Now, I did like the little.
If you want to get some more money, you got to read a book.
Please be quiet. So for me, yeah, that shit is box food. You feel me? But again, I have a colorful taste palette, and I like.
Man, what's up with your calves? They look fucking huge. Are you trans? Jesus, those are the biggest calves I ever seen, girl. How much fucking you weight? Squat this shit. It's big legs. You got some thick fucking turkey legs, woman.
Okay, shut up. My cows are better than yours. Okay. Anyway, I personally don't care for it, but it's crazy. Now, if y'all already married and y'all like that kind of food, that's different compared to somebody that's just like myself. I'm single. You know, you should know what your woman like or don't like. So I mean, it's pointless talking about that. I was talking about people that are single and what their standards are, what their requirements. We cannot tell people that they're wrong for their standards because it's going to vary per person. Even y'all religious motherfuckers, man.
It's called BYOB. Smoke, drink, dead vibes. This house was called Section 8 Apartments number 218. There's a lot of shit going on around here.
Bruh, look at this one at K Loki. Hold on. This shit is crazy. Oh, and I use like a real close. Well, looking at it, and they're pretty reasonable, but I'm thinking probably it'll be before fall if I do it. And I want to do New York and Connecticut. Maybe there'll be a real estate conference of 2 so I can write off everything. Or I'll just meet up with my good friend Anna.
We'll just make one up.
Anyways.
We'll make one up. What the heck? Conference being held. We'll put a little sign up for you.
Yeah, conference here.
Mm-hmm. I will say, though, Manhattan in the fall there's nothing more beautiful. I think it's actually the only season that I actually, if we're talking when you say New York. Mother's Day. That's not tomorrow. Oh my God.
What are you gonna do? Eat a cheesecake, fatty?
I wish.
When was the last time you even got your fat ass out of bed, Dawn? Sounds like you've been laying in your fucking bed for 5 years eating cheesecake, fatty. Hello?
Oh my God. How are you doing?
I'm sitting in the sun eating cheesecake.
Chicago, yeah.
I'm swiping right on Hinge, but nobody's writing back.
It's because you gotta go to what's the gay one?
The manhole. The Manhole. It's my favorite gay bar in Chicago. The Manhole.
Oh my god.
So I think everybody on this app is gonna die before this app goes out of business. And then when everybody dies, there'll be nobody left on the app.
I think so too.
This app is dead. It's nothing happening. I think we're all gonna die like before this app ever fucking makes it, because technically without us there is no app. It's just a useless fucking software program.
It's gonna be here for generations, Edmund. I think we're gonna be up here when we old.
No,
we're already old.
no, God, no, no! Don't prophesize something so terrible. That's prison. We'll be free. We're going to Epstein Island. Fuck it. We're gonna go live on Epstein Island. Get off this app. It's not worth it. You gotta learn some math.
Rico, you think he'll be up for 10 more years?
Oh,
Saying 10 more years? Shit. Honestly, probably. Now, if I'll be here 10 more years, I don't know about all that shit.
No, it's over. I'm telling you, because the thing is, when you live stream, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, it's the same fucking thing. So it's like creating a room on a different platform. And this app, it's just a bunch of brain rot people. Everybody here has fucking, early onset dementia. It's brain rot land. There's just nothing but a bunch of fucking brain rot people.
I can see it. It's a lot of peons going on in this contract. Oscar, you already know the type of shit I know on this contract.
Oh, that's for sure.
You done witnessed that shit first fucking hand.
I mean, if you on this app and your fucking smoke detector's beeping, you got priorities, all kinds of fucked up problems. You ain't got your priorities right, man. Putting a fucking battery in a smoke detector and not having a perpetual beep is a fucking priority, motherfucker. What the fuck?
I'll be right back, guys. I got stuff.
Not even because you need the motherfucking smoke detector, but who the fuck can live with a perpetual beeping? You fucking crazy people. All of you with the motherfucking smoke detectors. You're all crazy. Fucking whack-ass crazy motherfuckers. Beep! 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 Turn that shit off! What the fuck?
Why is this man going off like this?
I've never heard my smoke detector. I don't know.
Smoke detector.
Her white man.
My name is Smoke Detector.
Oh, he's so low.
You see yourself on Clubhouse at 2035?
Yeah, of course. I'm already 87. I'm gonna be 87 then too.
That's only 3,650 days from now. You got to imagine, like, every day here is like every other day. There's nothing new under the sun. So the whole point is, not doing this for 3,650 days. Otherwise, there will be no success. This app will bring you no success. It's a vacuum. It's an abyss of brain rot. Literally, it's like retards in outer space. You see what I'm saying? It's like astronauts who went to outer space and they turned out they had Down syndrome. And these Down syndrome people are in outer space. They don't know what to do anymore. They're like, how the fuck did we get into outer space? What are we going to do out here? They got Down syndrome. They got brain rot. They're not coming back. They're gone. They're gone. There's no coming back.
We're going to have to share him out, Rico. We're going to have to be
Down syndrome. Oscar don't have Down syndrome. Rico don't have Brown syndrome. Doctor ain't got Brown syndrome. We ain't got no Brown syndrome around here.
Real quick, though. Your Excellency.
Huh?
I'm glad you said what you said, because I've been wondering, when you change your PTR back to your true face.
Oh, okay, let me change it back. Because they always kicking me out because it's age discrimination.
You just got kicked. Now you said it too. You're like, she gonna kick me out. She got a mind. I ain't even know it was her room.
Cause I packed her up really bad about that whole shit she did. Cause she said something to me. I wasn't gonna bother her. But when you took a 25-hour bus ride to see a nigga and you don't even know his first name, his legal name, nothing, and then you start wilding out because he don't want to bring you around his family and his kids, and then he sends you back and he gives you the longest bus ride you ever been on in your life, 54 hours, and then you send out your pictures, you always calling somebody old, but your titties look like they about 75 and your pussy and your butt hanging down like that. I told her about herself. It's like, what are you talking about, girl? Bro. I'm 87 and my...
you want to see that Rika? Oh.
Nowhere near. Oh my God, bro.
I wasn't even in there with
that girl tried to she tried to pull the booty up. The booty sagged right back down like a bag of melted mozzarella cheese, child. But she want to call me old and say my name all the time. Now, we sat in the room and she minded her business. I wouldn't have backed her. I wouldn't have said shit to her. Because even though I seen the whole shit she did. And I told her before she went down there and looked at dude, I said, you going to go down there and get fucked and sit back with a wet ass. Or you going to get human trafficked.
First off, I got to say, mozzarella booty is insane.
Yes. Look, I was calling somebody old and she walk around with a 75-year-old body.
Adrian Dickman's worst nightmare.
And she a grown-ass woman doing that shit. Thirsty ass bitch. These hoes be thirsty.
Not at 30, so.
And then she like, oh, well, Babe got spilled the whole shit when he came back on this motherfucker. I said, that nigga ain't never respected you, girl. I told her that before she went down there, though. I said, he gonna fuck you and say thank you and send you on your way. And that's exactly what he did. She's talking about she gonna have a baby with him and all this shit. I said, you gonna have a broke ass baby and you ain't gonna be able to get no child support because you a Canadian citizen. Stupid. But at least he's like, he didn't want to do that because she get drunk too much. He said she turned into the person she is on this app. He said she was nice at first. But then she started wilding out when she get wine in her system. He said she don't drink heavy liquor, she drink wine. And then she started doing that big lie shit. And then you see and the video of her walking down the street hollering, looking fucking retarded, that's really her.
Wait a minute.
The bitch was,
videos and everything.
He took a video of her walking down the street hollering, looking retarded as fuck, protesting in the street. This picture of her rubbing her.
How can I send it to you, Rico?
That pussy look like it got teeth on it.
This big lie we talking about? Yeah, I can send it to you somehow. I don't know how.
Some guys fuck it. I'm sure she got some guys wanting to fuck her, but because they know she's convenient, they can send her right back on the bus. She says she don't take the plane. She's scared to take the plane, but she's not scared to fuck a nigga's name she don't know wrong. Your priorities is fucked up. Completely. You might as well get on the plane if you want to just fuck niggas you don't know. He said he ain't give her his real name. And he didn't want her around his family because she was acting crazy.
I'm surprised Rico ain't saying this shit, man. It's crazy.
That shit was a mess. Somebody might like it. But my point is, don't run around and
send me a number in a bad channel, Rico.
These young hoes be running around this app calling somebody an old hoe, and then you see them naked, and it's like, what the fuck, girl? What are you talking about? Your shit look like it had been through a fucking war.
Yeah, excuse me, Your Excellency, but I'm sorry. You're talking a lot of shit, and I'm going to report you to Kim Cutts. And tonight, at midnight, when Kim Cutts comes down with her Hennessy and her Courvoisier, she's going to roast your ass. She's going to tear you apart. Don't you fuck with Kim Cutts, because Kim Cutts is going to fuck with you. And you talking a lot of shit over somebody ain't even here to defend themselves, giving fake names and putting them on the bus and shit. Who the fuck is yous? Are you projecting? We're going to find out when Kim Cutts tears your ass up. Kim Cutts going to fix your ass. Don't fuck with no Kim Cutts.
Kim Cutts. Who is Kim Cutts? I don't. This nigga just rambling.
I ain't fucking rambling, bitch. I'm gonna report your ass to Kim Cuts, and she's gonna pack your ass up.
But your mom's a bitch, and your granny too.
That's a fact, bitch.
Yeah, I know. I know they raised a bitch ass nigga.
This bitch ass nigga's drinking a Hennessy and a Courvoisier on the rock sitting in the sun, bitch. And I'm gonna report your ass to Kim Cuts to have your ass packed up, bitch. You're gonna get your ass packed up talking all this shit about people who ain't even here to defend themselves. Projecting your shit all over this stage. Welcome back to Clubhouse Politics. Will we be on Cloudhouse in 2035? That's only 3,650 days away.
You lucky I don't feel like packing right now.
What is this, the motherfucking Packers Association or some shit? This ain't no fucking union, baby. It's Friday and work's over, bitch. Go to the bar and have a Hennessy. Don't be coming in these rooms talking shit, because I'm going to have you reported to Kim Cuts and she's going to pack your ass up.
You had to get your head out of Kim Cuts' pussy first. You got your head stuffed up in that pussy.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not a pussy man. Personally, I'm an ass man. I don't care about titties or pussy. I like a good ass. If a bitch ain't got a good ass, I don't give a fuck about them titties. And I don't give a fuck about that pussy. I just can't, or the mouth, even the bloat. Fuck it. I'm an ass, man.
I know you are. I know you like the fucking.
Don't be talking no shit, bitch. I'll pack you up and report you to Kim Cuts.
I don't give a fuck about no Kim Cuts, bitch.
You will tonight when Kim Cuts fucking packs your ass up.
You know Kim Cuts packing nothing up, bitch.
Let me look at your profile so I know exactly who to tell.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your Excellency X. All right, I got your ass. Kim Cuts coming for you, bitch. She's gonna pack your ass up. You're gonna regret every word you ever said.
I'm gonna get you packed up next.
It's too late. I reported you first and I already screenshotted your profile, bitch. Kim Cuts has got incoming messages and she gonna know who to pack up tonight. That's you, Your Excellency. You better look the fuck out.
Okay.
Welcome to Politics in 2025, motherfucker. Kim Cuts is gonna fucking barbecue your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Let the Kim Cuts roast proceed.
Rico. Yeah. It come through. Yeah, that's what came through.
Yeah, so she was on the bus for 54 minutes, 54 hours for a nigga she don't know. Because she was scared to ride the plane. But she fucked a nigga she don't know. Whose name she.
We go to the
Tata is your dime. Tata is your dime. I put the bad spot scratch on my thumb. Tata is never your empty original. Why do you scratch something's not? I don't know. Because your leg's so short. No, it's because it's my shaving scratch and I'm shaving really bad. Yeah, that's why you have to use the one I use. Don't tell me something else. What? I'm talking to me during looked at this and I keep scratching my time. I don't know. You said it needs time, so just need you. Maybe put on that something nice. You just put on some music for me. I have to do some work. You put on music, I'm just gonna sit there. You've got Aerosmith. Smoke? Aerosmith. It's Aerosmith. Your generation doesn't shit on shit. I'll put on Pink for me. I okay about Pink. It's Pink. It's the name of the song. Pink. Yeah. Please? Please, I can do some work. You put it. No, you put it. You put it. Please. I need $5.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Hermes' Clown House. Mental illness is on the rise. Is it time to evolve?
Hola, mi amigo.
That was a good introduction. So, Dutch, do you have something mental? Or do you want to talk about experience that you have? Share it.
I'll be right back checking on my steak.
Yes, I was inducted into a forced underground sex ring in Mexico where I was forced to dress up as a woman. For many years for the narcos, I had to dance the mariachi every single Friday night for my tips. But eventually, I secured my freedom in a daring escape. I disguised myself as an old woman, and I snuck out through the back door in the kitchen. I made my way back to Los Estados Unidos and freed myself from los narcos traficantes.
You gotta score this many baskets, and you're determined to score less than the necessary baskets that are needed to not get shot. Then how can they score you? Yeah, I mean, you still get scored because you still have a standard that's provided to the agents that is you, but.
Andy, how do you respond to this argument from Squid Game?
That's to Enoch.
No, it's to Andrew.
Oh.
Like, usually I would say the name of the person I'm addressing.
Andrew's not available. He's in the drive.
Yeah, because he's not. I don't think he's here.
Yeah. I don't know why you keep on asking for him, but he's not available.
He's not squiddy.
Because he was the one like trying to egg on this conversation.
Yeah, I think
he's the head of the household.
He's having technical difficulties right now.
Yeah, also. It's all good. I mean, what do you think of Maziar? Whoever that was.
Yeah, it's Maziar. There was an example similar to a Squid Game example.
Maybe because he knows I'm from the UK. You can't see my picture or anything, look. Is this normal?
Hey, lady, do you want to see Doge? Click on the link in the chat. That's him right now.
I'm gonna troll him.
I'm sitting here suntanning in my boat, living the best life right now, eating chicken drumsticks, sipping Hennessy and Courvoisier on the rocks, and drinking, smoking a blunt with my brothers and my sisters, fighting the structural racist society, reparations now, freedom in Marrakesh, freedom in Kazakhstan, freedom all around the world, wherever my Muslim brothers are being oppressed by the Zionists and corrupt governments around the world, mate.
Shut up, shouting. Shut up, listen.
Sorry for impersonating you.
You're not impersonating. You could never impersonate me, Trump. Anyway, why don't you're Taylor trash anyway, but why don't you create Twitch? You'll actually make money off it. Instead of sitting on YouTube.
You think I should live stream my bald head on fucking Twitch, eh? You think, look, I haven't heard of that before. Ah, fuck, who the fuck you think you are? You're not live streaming yourself, are you? A live streamer can only accept advice from successful live streamers, unlike you. Keep it moving, keep it walking, keep it packing.
Did you see the message I sent you?
Oh, yeah, he is winking and sending that
Please get a hold of your Please get a hold of your tired of hearing the same niggas.
You went to the laundromat, nigga. And he said put 40 on that spreadsheet.
I can tell my niggas out of prison. Welcome to New York, Alexis. My boys in the squatter. nigga talk reckless, then I hit him with a slipping. But I'm never snitching, I'm a rider. If my kids hungry, snatch the dishes out your kitchen. I'll be wildin' till they pick me out of lineup. We keep the nines tucked, chop knives up, rap about it. Wild out, fuck niggas up, laugh about it. I'm not trying to visit the Lord for free pay, move out till I sit with the Lord. Till I get my shit together, clean up my sins. Freeway got it in like 10 in the morning. And I can get it to you like 10 while you yawning, mate. Still deliver the water, man. I ain't talking about chicken and gravy, man. I'm talking about bricks and yayo, half and quarters, 4 and a half and half. You do the math, swing past her, she loves your daughter. She wanna roll with a thug that rap, you do the math. He don't blast in my stats in order, man.
Let me get a weak hope that was slacking, man. Sipping in a black rain, faster than the radio. Then it goes to pack, man. One time, no, I got a neck to get that chain. We on the black gang, all roads lead, man. Back like T-Mac, 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 T-Mac.
Still deliver the order, man.
I wanted to cheat and play whole verse, but I wasn't gonna do that. You know what I mean? I had to get and go so tight.
I wouldn't be mad either. Sammy started clicking her heels. She heard that. Listen, it's the whole John you. Now she wanna say John. Like, get out of here. Leave me alone. I like you.
Yo, I know y'all app tripping because my app tripping right now. My shit hella glitchy. Alright, I think it's a slide.
It's definitely a slide.
Okay. Real quick, ATM in the chat. What is the tomato for? You put mumbling when you talk. We didn't even know what you said.
Oh my God, is this better? Wait, let me choose that.
Hey, yo, I've been going into rooms saying where all the straight men at, and I get kicked out.
What the fuck?
Okay, is this better?
Yes, your coolness.
I would expect them to be like, yeah, we're right here, bro.
Gesture?
I don't know what to do. I want to sound like AI. I really want to change my voice to AI.
You gotta work on it.
Yeah.
But they're my cousins. Yeah, definitely my cousins down there. They just moved in different. Hey, when we split in different directions.
Scatter! That's what they call it in the community. Scatter! Fat, wet, shaved coochies at the pool party. Where are them fat, wet, shaved coochies at the pool? I'm looking for some fat, wet coochies that are all shaved up and ready for some fun. Where you at, girl? Where the fat coochies and the Hennessy and Courvoisier at? Hello? Who got the blunt rolled? Pass it over here. Hello? Hello? Where are the fat coochie at? I'm at the European Wax and Spa Salon. I'm looking for some fat coochie.
Y'all more coughed up motherfucking long.
Hello?
You'll always see random cars. You'll see Mercedes, BMWs. Yeah, the same.
Bunch of sex traffickers.
Are you bored from everybody else that you're coming here?
Yeah, I came back to roast you one more time because you're pathetic on a Friday night. You're still here? Do you even move your body anymore? Or are you just permanently stuck in this fucking hellhole called Clown House? Hello? Hello?
That's you with your zero views.
Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? Is anybody home? Hello? Hello?
I want to hear how I sound. Do I sound testing 1, 2, 3?
You sound pathetic. All day long here talking about nothing. Wasting all your time projecting all kinds of stupid shit. Waste of fuck. Get a job, read a book, get a bottle of wine on a Friday night. Do something with yourself. This is pathetic. You were meant for more than this. Your life was supposed to be more beautiful and profound than this fucking social audio jam about nothing. Free yourself from this suffering.
You look like you smell.
I got body odor. I need somebody to bathe me. I need the government to pay for somebody to come here to bathe me. Hello?
Are you a tranny?
Hello?
Are you a tranny?
I'm trying to leave the room. It doesn't even show that I'm still in the room.
Good, leave the bloody room.
I'm not a tranny, you ugly trollop, and you're projecting. You're projecting, you ugly trollop.
You're such a creep.
You're projecting, you ugly trollop. I don't think people in England even speak English anymore. You're all a bunch of fucking immigrants. You're not even indigenous. And all you do is complain about everything. It's a nation of complainers.
And you're doing a little impression of a weird boy.
Owen is a Zionist. He's a Zionist.
Of course he is. He looks like he smells a piss.
It smells like piss. Foul mouth little tart.
Like you smell of shit.
Disgusting foul mouth little tart. Never gonna find a husband with a fucking mouth like that.
You're a tranny.
I'm a fucking tranny. Oh, Diego is here. The super loser. The organizer of the losers. The king of the losers. The Nazi loser. The fucking moron in a... Who the fuck drives an old piece of shit fucking car like that? And calls himself a fucking Bitcoin millionaire. I'm a cash king. Cash is king. I'm a cash man.
What is
fucking kind of man is that? Fucking king of cash. Lady, just be a lady and shut your mouth and listen.
You actually need to go seek help. You need psychiatric help. You're actually a star.
I'm sitting in the sun here meditating and you're bothering me with your fucked up language. Your obnoxious accent. This is me impersonating you.
Oh, like, do you want me to sound like you?
Yeah, tell me that we're gonna go to the mall and get some dinner. Let's go get some Chinese food at the mall for dinner. I want the orange chicken. Mmm. Sweet iced tea.
Yourself. How about that? Anyway, I'll be right back.
Hey, Dr. Pepe. Welcome to Honesty is a very expensive gift. You won't find it on Temu.
Macy and Lou, when you get rich, I want you to remember, if there's anything you learn from the Jews, it's to live modestly. Don't be going about...
Frugality. That's right. Jews practice frugality.
I don't even know what I was saying.
McLarens are for new models, like people who just end up getting really rich. Jews generally, you notice a lot of them, they tend not to be nigger rich, for lack of a better term. But
it's not frugality. They're hiding their money.
I don't think it's just that. It's just looked at as like trashy and like it's just looked at as trashy and.
You think they have a lot of style, dude?
I would say, if anything, Jews generally are not. They've never come off as people that are necessarily gaudy. Does that make sense?
Well, you've never lived in Beverly. You didn't go to Beverly Hills High School, Dr.
I didn't
Pepe.
live in Beverly Hills. I live in North Scottsdale. I mean, there is a difference between, I would say, like Italians with money and Jews with money. So I'm getting hella feedback. Like, I don't know, Jews just seem to not be as flashy.
Oh, he's live streaming on YouTube with their Rios.
Yeah, you might want to be careful.
That's not going to give him fucking feedback, lady. He's making a point. He's saying that Jews aren't fucking pretentious and fucking brand whores like a lot of the brand whore cultures out there, like the Persians, the Indians, all these migrants, fucking brand whore migrants.
You seem to like branded your body. You look like shit.
Well, Persians and Middle East.
Fuck you, you trashy fucking whore.
I mean, they're definitely pretentious.
Persians and Middle Easterners, they're prime examples of people that are extremely flashy. I mean, very, very flashy in comparison to, like, if you see Arabs, it's mainly like Persians and even the Christian Middle Easterners. Like they're far flashier than like, let's say, a Jew is by hands down.
Pepe can handle this. Let Pepe take care of business.
Being pretentious in their politics.
I don't think they're pretentious. They're just flashy. I would say Jews, if anything, they're more like old school pretentious. Like, it's like, oh, what do you do for a living? Where'd you go to school? That kind of shit.
I think you.
It's not like it's not
Don't
just.
you think it's
flashy.
subjective though? Like, I don't think
really.
you can generalize for all of them. Like, yeah, maybe there's a culture of like
Thank you so much.
being stingy and not being materialistic, but I know like people from all different